Alright, hey, how y'all doing today? Happy Boss Day to everyone that is out there listening to my voice and watching this video. Alright, today is Sunday, is October the 4th, the 4th day of the 90-day self-help self-check challenge. Alright, and today's video, this video is coming to you to bring you the focal point of today. So the focal point of today is putting a date on it, okay? Putting a date on it, like Yo Gotti uh, and Baby said. So check the move. I think the hardest thing about making a commitment to something is the actual act of doing it. And putting a date on it, I like this part of it because this actually helps you to hold yourself accountable and responsible for actually reaching a specific and particular goal that you set. All right. Um, One of the things that I think is my biggest fear, and one of the things I think is the worst feeling, is feeling like I failed myself. All right. And so, therefore, things that I don't feel like I can realistically commit to or realistically achieve, whether it's forever or just, you know what I'm saying, currently, then I will not set myself for failure by trying to say that I'm going to do things or achieve things that I know I have no intentions of, or that I know may not be within my reach right now. So you want to set realistic goals and realistic things that you can commit to within the next 90 days. But basically putting a date on it beyond the 90 days for 2021. If you're starting something that you're just attempting or trying to get committed to doing, that is fine. Don't pressure yourself about dates in between the next 90 days or a goal if you don't feel like that's realistic for you. But if you feel like your journey or your success will be reached beyond the 90 days, then what you want to do is basically put a date on it. You know what I'm saying? Be specific. Give yourself a specific time frame of when you would like to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. I don't care. It doesn't have to be anything major. You know, it could be you want to clear your face up. Like, for instance, I want to clear my face up. Okay, so I use products and stuff like that every now and again, but I won't just use them consistently or even use them as directed. You know, things like that. And then a lot of times we'll say things don't work, but we didn't really use them how we're supposed to use them in the first place. Or if it's a system or something, you only using this one product, and it clearly tells you, okay, best results with, you know, the whole system. Just simple things like that. So even if it's just something simple like clearing your skin up for the next 90 days and sticking to it and committing to a daily regimental routine of using the product, washing, you know, whatever the case is, then just make sure you do that and stick to it. And if you want to set a date, let's say for March the 1st, you know, as far as like the results that you see and to have it done, then that's the date that you set. Once you set the date, then you can start going through and making plans, specific plans, and you can break down different time frames and smaller goals to achieve within that date. So basically you want to make a main goal, but you want to do like sub goals in between. So basically sub goals will help you to visualize and see your journey and your mission where you're headed at. It'll help you see it a lot quicker because it will be laid out for you. It's just as if you're taking a trip somewhere that you've never been. You wouldn't just jump in your car and get up and go. You know, you would probably, most likely, the way I do it is I usually use Google Maps or Waze. I look at the route, you know, I look at the options that it has as far as like maybe non-highway, no tolls, avoiding main streets, whatever the case is or whatever your preference is for how you like to travel. You want to get that route in order. You want to see where you're going. You want to see how long it's going to take. You want to see what stops is on the way. You may make plans to stop somewhere else in between your start and your destination, things like that. But if you had never even took a time to analyze the trip or assess the trip to see what it's actually going to take to get started, get there, you know, how much gas it may take, how much money you need to bring with you, things of that nature, then it's just gonna be pointless to jump in the car and start going. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like how we should do when it comes to things about in our lives, especially when it comes to things that we want to achieve or things we want to get better at. Let me get me a pillow. Oh, okay. You know, we want to get better at things. We got to start taking more accountability of what effort and what we actually put into it. You know what I'm saying? To seek the results that we desire. If your effort into whatever it is that you're trying to do was minimal, then just know and expect minimum results. Okay, that's pretty much how it works. Whatever you put into it, what you're going to get out of it. Also, understand that when it comes to applying yourself and dealing with things like manifestations and owning your throne, channeling your power, and using your power and ability to manifest things and make them happen. The bigger your manifestation is, or the bigger your mission, your goal, whatever you want to call it, then the more effort it will take to put into manifesting it. Okay, so some of these things that we're going to be going through for the next 90 days is going to basically help you to break down a specific outline of what it is that you need to do, or what you should do if you haven't already been doing it, you know what I'm saying? Or what you could do better, or what you could do more of, or what you could do more consistently, or what you could do in addition to, fill in the blanks, whatever works for you, whatever you're at with it in your journey, in your, you know what I'm saying, your mission and your goals, then, make it work for you, set it up for you. You do not have to govern yourself by what I say specifically. I'm just, giving you some ideas and some guidelines to help you base your structure with this. I'm doing it my way. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you works for you. This is a no judgment zone, and I don't want anybody to feel like if they don't do this 90 days consistently straight through, or you mess up, or you backslide, or you regress, that you cannot get up the next day and continue on. If for some reason your plan doesn't work out how you wanted to the first time, which you should definitely prepare for that. Let me just give a disclaimer. Prepare for your plans to not work out. All right, always have a plan B, C, and possibly D, because it's very possible that things won't go the way that you plan. See, the trick is, especially with manifestation, is you got to believe that whatever you desire will happen, and that you can make that manifest. But you can't control how it actually happens in a rolls and unravels, okay? It's just like I planned a trip to LA. I didn't know and really pay attention to the fact that I accidentally uh, booked my flight to the wrong airport. But at the end of the day, did I get mad, upset? Did I let it throw me out balance? Did I, just go in an uproar? No, it didn't. Was I blowed? Definitely. Did it cost me a little something? You know what I'm saying? But it was a learning experience. So now that I know that, okay, boom, for whatever reason, I need to make sure that I double check my itinerary, because I didn't even realize this till I was halfway en route already on the plane. All right, and then I couldn't book my flight back from where I originally wanted to book it back into. So now I gotta catch a lift, you know what I'm saying, for another hour back to the destination that I gotta get on the plane. In any event, this is how things go. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, my trip was all set. Everything was going to be perfect. Everything was going to work out the way I planned it to, but it didn't happen like that. But in any event, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I didn't let it throw me off. I didn't let it, steal my joy. And that's what we got to do in our journey, in our mission, in our goals to a better version of ourselves, all right? Because understand that, once again, this journey is not for the weak-hearted. This journey is not for people that have a problem committing. This journey is for not people that have a problem finishing things that they start. One of my issues is procrastination, so that's one thing I'm working on in my 90 days, to stop procrastinating on things that I can do today, you know what I'm saying, and go ahead and get it done when I have the opportunity, because sometimes the opportunity doesn't always present itself later on. And sometimes when you're trying to get certain things done, you'll find that time is all you really needed. And I'll just give you a perfect example of what I mean. When I started my consulting business, my goal is to contract with the government, but a couple of things that I had to do was be in business for up to a year to be able to have the business taxes to provide to be able to get my business registered as economically disadvantaged small business, or a women-owned economically disadvantaged small business. So, I just had to go ahead and even, you know what I'm saying, but one of the things I had to do was go ahead and start the business, all right? Because had I not known that a year and a half ago, I would have still been waiting to start the business, and then still would have had to wait another year just to get the paperwork I need to do what I need to do. So that's, that was a learning experience, but I'm glad that I found that out, because I didn't find that out until after I registered the business, okay? So just know that sometimes when you get started out, the roadway and the path won't always be mapped out for you. Sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith. Just go with what you know. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I needed to do to get started. I didn't worry about the rest of it. I just knew that it was going to work out, and everything would come into fruition as it need be. So listen, on your journey, once again, as I always say, prepare and embrace the mistakes, all right? Embrace the failures. You will need these to be able to learn from. This is how we develop a learning curve, and so that we don't make the same mistakes that we made before. If you start to do something and you fail, or you mess up, or you make a mistake, don't feel like it's over for you unless you realistically feel like that mission or that goal is not within your reach. If you just aren't good at it yet, you know what I'm saying, continue to improve your skills, continue to practice it, continue to do it more and more and more and more. and don't stop. You know what I'm saying? If there's something that you desire and you want to be good at it, don't just be good at it, be the best at it. You know, if you only got one talent, listen, don't waste it. You know what I'm saying? Get it up there and make sure you're the best at it. I don't care what it is, all right? So that's what I got for y'all today. If y'all haven't already, drop down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, all right? The She Boss Talks, SHIIBOSSTALKZ. All right, the goal is 1,000 subscribers by January 1st. Y'all, please help me to reach my goal. Do not hesitate. Share this video. Tag somebody in if you know somebody need to hear or you know somebody need to join this challenge, all right? This is not a judgment zone. I don't want anybody to feel like if they got tagged, that somebody trying to, you know what I'm saying, point you out and get some clout. This is all about you elevating, taking yourself up. If you're out there, you waiting on somebody to help you do this and help you do that, or you waiting for somebody to you up, just take my advice and don't, you know what I'm saying, don't continue to wait too long, all right? Especially if you see that those results are not happening. Start doing it for you, baby. Start making it happen for you. Self-made, self-paid, self-motivated, all right? That's what we're doing here, and that's the energy that we're going to keep, all right? So, as always, I speak nothing but infinite blessings and abundance on your life, your wealth, your health, your community, your existence, and your love, all right? I hope that this video and these words of encouragement help someone today, all right? And I don't know who needs to hear it, but like I said, I hope that it helps to motivate and encourage you. I hope that everyone has a blessed and prosperous boss day, all right? I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I've enjoyed my trip. Stay tuned for the details and what's really going on behind the scenes, because you know I can't put it all on Facebook, all right? And if you already follow me on my YouTube channel, please follow me on my social media pages, all right? On Facebook at Gaudy Goddessy, GAUDY, and on IG at Shop Gaudy Goddessy. If you're interested in any of those products, please DM me. The website is currently under construction. That is another goal that I have for the 90 days, but it will be done by January 1st, possibly before that. I'm not putting a date on that check because I got to be realistic about what I will and won't accomplish during these 90 days. But the goal is to definitely have that up and running by January 1st. All right, so thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, y'all words of encouragement, motivation, and messages to keep going and continue doing what I'm doing. Thank y'all so much, because I really need that. I receive that. And sometimes when I get down and I feel like, you know, not continuing, somebody just pop in and be like, damn, I love what you're doing. Or I seen your video, or you right, or you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I appreciate that, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm so humble and I'm forever grateful. All right. So until we meet again, as always, peace.